We are going to discuss MCQs from Globe, a model of the Earth lesson, which is containing from 6th class social studies. We'll go to the first question. What shape best describes the Earth? The first question is what shape best describes the Earth? First one, perfect sphere, ellipsoid, cube, pyramid. So is it's very important question. So most of the time we feel that Earth is in circle shape or sphere, but actually the shape of the Earth is ellipsoid. The shape of the Earth is ellipsoid. Ellipsoid is nothing but the shape of the egg. Shape of the egg. So this shape is called as a ellipsoid. Next question. Where is the Earth slightly flattened? A option at the poles, B at the equator, C at the Tropic of Cancer, D at the Tropic of Capricorn. So if you see answer, question is where the earth is slightly flattened. The flattened area you will find at the North Pole and South Pole. So near the poles we will find a flattened area. So the correct answer is at the poles. Third question. What is the line called around which the earth is bulged slightly? First option prime meridian, equator, C Tropic of Cancer, D international date line. Let us see the answer. If you see the earth, it is in ellipsoid shape. Just now we discussed it, which looks like egg shape. So where bulged slightly? So earth is bulged slightly at equator. So here we find in a bulged manner. So the correct answer is equator. Equator is the correct answer. Fourth question. Why is the earth not a perfect sphere? It's very important question. Why is the earth is not a perfect sphere? Because first option, because it is a made of rock and metal, or because of its rotation, or because of it is gravitational forces, or because of its rotation and gravitational force. So listen carefully here. Once you listen carefully, your doubt will be solved here. So we know that Earth has two moments. One is the rotation and the another one is the revolution. So we'll now discuss about the revolution here. Only rotation. So when the Earth is rotating itself, then what happens? So it creates a centrifugal force in the middle. So here it creates a centrifugal force. It means when it is rotating from west to east, what happens? So whatever the mass or the gases or molecules, whatever is containing at the polar region, so that all will be turned towards the equator sides. Means it moves toward the equator sides because of pressure, because of centrifugal force. Then what happens here? So this area becomes as a equator becomes in a bulged manner. So here it becomes in a bulged manner, and at the poles it becomes flattened. Just now we discussed at the poles. At the poles we find the flattened area, and near the equator we find the bulged manner. It means so due to this, Earth will be in an ellipsoid shape, not in a complete sphere shape. So I think answer is clear. And let us go to the fifth question. Which of the following is true about the Earth's shape? It's a perfectly round, and the second one is it's perfect ellipsoid, and it is slightly flattened at the poles, and it's a perfect cube. Just now we discussed it's a perfect ellipsoid. Ellipsoid means which is looks like an egg shape. And you feel that it is also correct answer, but we are discussing about the Earth shape here. Right, Earth shape is related to ellipsoid. And sixth question, what shape did scientists in ancient India and Europe believe the Earth to be? So the people of the scientists of Europe and India, ancient India. So, what they thought about the shape of the India? The first option is cube, second one is sphere, and the third one is pyramid, and the fourth one is cylinder. The answer is sphere. So, they thought the shape of the earth is sphere, not the ellipsoid. But the normal people or religious people, they thought it was flat. But these people believe it's in a sphere shape. But when they tried to convince them, they did not care their words. And seventh question. In what year did Christopher Columbus set out from Europe in hopes of reaching India? First option 420 CE. CE means Common Era. The B answer is 492 CE Common Era, 1510 Common Era, 1550 Common Era. So here answer is 1492 Common Era. So here answer you must be clear about it. Christopher Columbus. We are discussing about Christopher Columbus. Eighth question. Who was the Italian explorer who set out from Europe in 1492 Common Era? A. Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, Christopher Columbus, Marco Polo. Answer is just now in the previous question we discussed. Answer is Christopher Columbus. Answer is Christopher Columbus. But Vasco da Gama in a 1498. 1498 he reached to India. And next question. Which of the following best describes imaginary lines that are drawn from west to east on the earth? So, first one is latitude lines, second one longitude lines, C equator, D prime meridian. So here we're discussing about lines, imaginary lines which have drawn from west to east. The lines which are drawn from west to east is called latitudes. These lines are called latitudes. So, answer is latitude lines. Simple. The lines which are long, the lines which are long are called longitude lines. But here, these are drawn from north to south. But the west to east drawn lines are latitudes. Next question. What is the longest imaginary line that divides the globe into two equal halves called hemisphere? First one is prime meridian, B equator, C Tropic of Cancer, D Tropic of Capricorn. So here it's a simple answer. We are drawing here two circles. So here one line is drawing from the middle and one line is drawn from the middle. So here this line is drawn from west to east and this line is drawn from north to south. And these two lines in this line also, this middle of the line also dividing the earth into two equal halves, and this line also dividing the earth into equal halves. But what is the answer here? These two answer, equator and prime meridian, both looks correct answer. But you must think about the question here. What is the question here? Longest imaginary line. The question is longest imaginary line. These are longitudes are equal. Longitudes are equal lines, but latitudes are different in size. See, at the poles, lines are small, but when you come to the middle of the earth, nothing but equator. Equator is the longest imaginary line on the globe. So, longest imaginary line on the globe is equator. So, the correct answer is equator. Equator. This line is dividing the earth into two equal halves. It is the longest imaginary line. 11th one. Through which continents does the equator pass? Asia, South America, Africa, all of the above. So the correct answer is all of the above. So equator is passing through Asia, South America, Africa. So these continents, through these three continents it passes. 12th question. Which hemisphere contains India? North hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Or both northern and southern hemisphere? Or none of the above? So here So India is located here. So here, northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere is the correct answer. But southern part of the northern hemisphere, India is located s- in a northern hemisphere. And where it is located in the southern part of the southern part of the northern hemisphere. This is the correct answer. Northern hemisphere is the correct answer. 13th question. Which hemisphere has more water than land? Northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere? Both have equal amounts of water and land, and it varies depending on the season. The answer is southern hemisphere. On the earth, where do you find more water means the southern hemisphere you will find more water. In the northern hemisphere you will find more land. Here, more water. Correct answer is southern hemisphere. And 14th question. Which imaginary lines run from one pole to the other? Which imaginary lines? First one is the latitude, B is the longitude, C equator, D is the Tropic of Cancer. So what is the question here? Which imaginary lines run from one pole to the other? Poles are two here. What are the two poles? One is North Pole and the one is the South Pole. So here, which is a drawing here? Longitudes are drawn. These the longitude lines are drawn from one pole to the other. 15th question. What is the another name for the 0 degree longitude? Here we are discussing about 0 degree longitude, not the latitude. 0 degree longitude is prime meridian. Prime meridian is the correct answer. Or GMT, Greenwich meridian also we can call. 16th question. What is the other main longitude besides the Greenwich line? What is the other main longitude besides the Greenwich line? Tropic of Cancer, equator, international date line, Tropic of Cancer. So here we are discussing about the longitudes. So longitudes, which longitude? 180 degrees of west and east. So this line is called as a international date line. So this is the correct answer. International date line is the correct answer here. Thank you all.